What's good, YouTube? DM Gaming here, guys, and we finally have our V-Jump scans, guys, and I'm gonna break these down. So for the most up-to-date and accurate information on Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, subscribe to the channel, man. Click the sub button. DBS Hype sent me these this morning. Shout out to Machiavelli. He also sent me some scans, and there was another individual, Mohammed, also sent me some scans that I'll be going over as well. Guys, we have more information. No release date, though. I'm going to start out with that. We don't have a release date. Here it just still says early spring of 2021, and since it is April, I would imagine we'd get a release date, if not later in May. Well, definitely, I would say probably by next month we should start getting a release date as well as a trailer. Here it just says early 2021, so I don't even know if Kakarot's going to be in the next V-Jump. It may, but let's talk about what we got here, starting at the top. So here we just have a destroyed, right here at the top left corner where the arrow's at. Y'all see the arrow? We just have a scan of Capsule Corp. And then here, which is really interesting, it says Orange City. Orange City, if I'm not mistaken, isn't that Hercule City? And I don't think that's a part of West City. So apparently we may be able to travel to some different locations. I'm not sure. Orange City you may be able to access Orange City from the map. So that part of it, I'm not sure. Let me know in the comment section down below, guys, because I literally am I just had a brain fart on this. And let me see here. The future world destroyed by the androids. Of course, that says capsule miserable appearance, and then it says it was lively, and that says Orange City. So Capsule Corp dismayed this, and then this says Orange City. So if I'm not mistaken, I thought Orange City was a separate location from West City in the games, but I think they're kind of connected on the game. I'll have to go and see. Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, History of Trunks, that just says the same thing we've been hearing, City in Dismay. This is where it starts to get interesting. You got to Gohan, of course, and Trunks, but here you've got Master Roshi and Oolong. Now, I can't make out what they're saying on this scan, because it's too far away for me to translate what Master Roshi and what they're saying to him. Even with the HD images, I can't make out what they're saying. It's just too close, and it's in Japanese. I mean, I can try, but the cool thing, or the interesting thing, I'm gonna say interesting because I know a lot of people are wondering, guys, because I have also been wondering, who are we going to be fighting along with the androids? And guys, we were spot on right about some things, and I'm going to show you that in the next scan. You guys are wondering what the heck this is. This is Master Roshi's home. Yes, Master Roshi is apparently still alive with Oolong and Plore and the turtle, and they live in a underwater submarine, yo. So there's obviously going to be some things that we have to go here for Master Roshi to do. And I think that is super interesting because I have no clue what it is that we're going to do that Master Roshi is saying. Here, the scan, I zoomed in on it. The translation, it's saying, Trunks, what do you mean by adults? So I don't know what Trunks is. It could be translating as adults. It could be translating as androids or something. But he's having a conversation with Master Roshi, of course, and he's being asked a question. Let me see. It's Trunks. What is human being? See, it's just, what is adult? It's Trunks. They saying it's Trunks. What is a human being? Maybe they're surprised he's live. I have no clue. That could be his first time meeting them, and they could be asking. They could be asking about, what Trunks is doing down underwater. Because whenever you translate that, that's what that comes out to, sadly. But And then underneath that scan, it's saying it is the hope that the future world Trunks and Son Gohan, who lost the Z Warriors, are left behind. So Master Roshi is here, y'all, and he's in an underwater submarine. But let's get into the more interesting thing here, and this scan here. Guys, remember when I told y'all back in several videos that it would be really cool? Remember I said this. I said, who would we be fighting in Dragon Ball Z Kakarot's DLC 3? I said, because the world is destroyed. It's in dismay. I said, who the heck would we be fighting? The Red Ribbon Army robots shouldn't be around or whatever. And I said it would be really cool if we got to, instead of us being out in the world fighting, that we actually got to fight the androids instead, you know, kind of like having to run away from them and stuff like that. Well, guess what the heck this scan is revealing? This scan is revealing just that, guys. We actually get to run away from the androids in a sense. So what you're looking at here are these are Red Ribbon robots, but here's what they do. They track you, guys. They track you, and you have a bar up here. And when this bar fills up, guess who's alerted of where you are? The androids, yo. The androids, man. And so what happens is, once that bar fills up, because it says warning, 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 and you got 7 of them, you have to destroy these little robots. And if you don't destroy them in time, this bar right here fills up. It alerts the androids, and you have to fight the androids and escape the androids. That is super, super dope, man. And I'm trying to see here if I could get a look. See, looks like the androids' levels are going to be in the 40s. On these scans, it looks like Android 17, his level is in the 40s. It looks like Gohan's is too in the 20s. So they're about 20 levels above us. I know here Gohan and Trunks are level 20. They are level 22. Gohan is level 28. Trunks is level 22 on this scan. So this does look definitely like something that you're going to start from scratch from. That's confirmed as well. We speculated about that as well, that you're going to start from scratch with these characters. Your level isn't going to carry over. It doesn't say anything about playing from the main game or taking this stuff into the main game. Remember, and that's really important, because for the previous 2 DLCs, the reason we were able to take that stuff into the main game is because it was a continuation from the main story. This is not a continuation from the main story. Therefore, all of this stuff here we can't take it, or not yet. It's not that, you know, that you may be wondering, well, can we take this to the main game? That's probably why, because this isn't a continuation from the main game. Now, at the end, I don't know, because, you know, there is a point in the history of Trunks where Trunks goes back in time, but that is that's yet to be determined as to what they're going to do about that. Now, like I said, this is super, super, super interesting. And they actually use the word survive. Dismay. They use language like that when talking about this, because that's exactly what this is. And I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm excited about this, because what this means, guys, is that anytime you're out in the wild, yeah, you got to fight these little robots, and they talk about it. It's a new game mode in the DLC, where if these robots find you, you have to hurry up and beat them. They're talking about, you know how I talked about survival and being out in the open and getting your heart rate up and stuff. That is exactly what these scans translate as, talking about dismay and getting your heart rate up, because if these robots detect you, if they detect you, you got to defeat them fast. And that's what this is talking about. If you don't, the androids are going to show up, and the androids going to drop the skibbity paps on you. I don't care who you are. Guys, we are, and it says that you have to escape. Be strong enough to escape, because we're not strong enough to defeat the androids. So you do got to fight them. It's going to be a very tough fight. It's not going to be, I don't think it's going to be boss level type fight, but this is super, super interesting. Now, this scan here, I'm trying to get a translation of what this says, because this is a mission. It says, let's go back to Capsule Corporation. And on this one right here with Trunks. So this right here is saying, let's go back to Capsule Corporation. So they're in a main mission because we see the red exclamation mark. And apparently the mission is for them to go back to Capsule Corporation. Now, what we're doing back in Capsule Corporation, I don't know. Now, I'm trying to see. Okay, so on this mini map, I know y'all can't see it. Let me open this up in a different window and maybe I can zoom in on it some more. Yeah, I can. Okay, so this scan right here says they're going back to, let's go back to Capsule Corporation, okay? And if you can see the mini map here, you can see the little triangle that is our characters, but you can also see where the radius is of these drones, which is dope. So anytime you're out in the open, you have to fight along this. It's saying that it's 7 of them, and you see that bar, warning, warning, warning. You better destroy these suckers fast and in a hurry. Now, it's not showing a level for them, so I don't know how hard or difficult it'll be to defeat them. What's interesting also is, remember I told you about food and stuff? Well, apparently there are vendors. You can see here there's a food vendor, and then you can see here the little symbol for the apple, and then you can see here that's where that main mission is. Scrolling down, getting a closer look, of course, yeah, Android 17 is level 45. And then also you have Gohan here, who's only in the 20 levels. And if you give me a second, I can try to translate also what this is saying in these smaller white text. These are too small to make out. Right here, what it's saying here, more than likely it's probably saying something along the lines of escape or get the heck out of Dodge. But yo, this is hella interesting, y'all. This is some really, really, really good information. Right here, Gohan is saying, Trunks, I'm sick of this. So mind you, he hasn't lost his arm yet. But that is super, super interesting, dude. I'm so excited about this, and I'm trying to make sure I don't miss anything in the scans because I don't want to have to go back over this and do this again. So I apologize for the lengthy video, but there is a ton of information on these scans, and I'm just trying to make sure we translate everything appropriately the first time so we don't have to go back and correct it. Underneath this scan here is saying Android 17 and 18 who heard the alarm attacked and the battle started. Meet the specified conditions and get out of the fight. So the way that this is going to work, guys, because we know the androids are stronger than us. Whenever they do catch up to us, and that's what these things are. You see these white letters that I can't make out what they're saying because it's just too blurry on the scan. What they're saying, guys, is that we have to, every time they detect us, okay, this bar is going to fill up. Once that bar fills up, if we defeat them before this bar fills up, we're fine. If not, then the androids appear and we have to fight them. And there's going to be specific things that we have to do within each fight in order to get away from the androids. So you don't defeat them, remember? Because that's what I was wondering. I was like, but, you know, that's going to be tough because they're stronger than us and they can drop the skibbity paps on us real quick. But what's interesting is that each time this happens, there's going to be a specific condition that we have to fulfill in order to get away from the androids. Yo, this is dope, man. This is so dope, man, because it's exactly what we speculated in that flying around, we have to get away. I told y'all about this, man. They are going to create this type of environment of survival, and it's going to be really, really, really difficult. Now, remember a while back we got an FPS scan, a first-person shooter scan, and I was wondering maybe what was that about? Maybe that's what this is about, and when you're in this mode, you got to, I mean, I'm sure you can attack these guys, but you may have to use like your key blast kind of thing. But yo, this is dope, man. This is some really dope information. Of course, we're getting some more Cards Warrior stuff, but I know the bulk of you guys don't really care about that. Let me get a zoomed in scan on this for y'all so y'all can see the Master Roshi layout. Like I said here, you got Capsule Corp that's destroyed, and this does says Orange City. which I think is a completely different city. I have to go into the game and see. You got Master Roshi's home away from home in his submarine, and it's really cool because he has the actual map there of the Dragon Ball world. I can't make out what this is on this screen here, but that's it. He does live under the water. Now, my question is, what are we going to be doing with Master Roshi? And we still don't know where we're going to eat, and stuff like that, who's going to prepare meals. But so far, it looks as if we may be able to travel to different locations. Now, we know off the coast of West City that there is water. So Master Roshi's submarine could be off of the coast underneath the water. Or it could be possible that the androids destroyed Master Roshi's ship, and so he's hiding underwater. I don't know exactly where Master Roshi is, but I do believe that, Orange City I thought was Hercule City, and I don't think that wasn't connected to West City. That was connected more to Gohan's and adult Gohan's home and stuff like that. So this is super interesting. This is super interesting that we may, like I said, get to go to some different locations. I'm going to just look something up real quick. Orange City. DBZ. Orange City is Satan City. It's the same thing. So, yes, y'all, I'm getting excited, man. I'm sorry. This is my first time going over the scans with y'all, but we will get to go to different locations. We'll get to go to different locations. That is super cool. That is so cool. That is so cool. We're not going to be just confined to one location. And remember what I told y'all, it would play like a full game. And what video was that I told y'all that? I know that y'all know which video it was. Y'all know better than I do. Which video it was. It was this video here, an interesting speculation. It was done 3 weeks ago, and then we had some other content creators come behind me and do the same video. So they're gonna put it off like I told you. But DM Gaming said all of this stuff first, especially about fighting the androids. Now, as far as another villain, they haven't talked about that yet. But that information is out there. Story time, Trunks' sword. Just trying to see some of these videos. Interesting. Yeah, that's what we talked about there. And in the same video, guys, we kind of talked about in the back of these videos, talked about what they're revealing right now. So what I want to go back into is some of the shared tweets that were given to me. Now, Muhammad and Machiavelli both shared the same ones in their HD scans, and they are from DBS Hype as well, so I do appreciate that. Just giving us some HD images, and I bet you this is from Bandai Namco Europe, because Bandai Namco US, they don't put out a lot of scans. But you're seeing the robots there just in HD, super cool quality. You're seeing Master Roshi's spaceship. Or not his spaceship, his submarine. My bad, y'all. But like I said, I'm speculating that this is off of the coast because Orange City isn't a part of that. So we probably will get to travel around, which is really cool. And yeah, Dragon Ball Games Europe also posted those same scans. And this is what they had to say here on their tweet. Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, it says Trunks, the Warrior of Hope, the third DLC of Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. Interesting that they don't say the last, but still. Will introduce a new mechanic, Android Assault. Avoid or destroy the drones patrolling the field before they sound the alarm, or be prepared to face Android 17 and 18. And that's really dope because we know what happens if we don't defeat them. They show up and then there's specific things that we have to do. Y'all, I'm hella excited for this, man. Like, this is dope, dude. This is really, really dope, and it's getting very, very interesting because, like I said, a lot of what we said was right, man. With the survival thing, with the androids thing, with the playable world in this video here, where I talked about interesting. interesting speculation that only 3,060 you guys watch. You 3,600 guys are well informed now, because watch, everybody else now is going to be like, oh my gosh, you know, we were told about this. DM Gaming was the first one to tell y'all about this. You know, I know y'all saw it on Rose's channel. I know y'all saw it on Riken's channel. Those videos came well after mine did. People even informed me that, hey, you know, they taking your material, dog. So it's going to be put off that somebody else said this first. But Bob, go check it. DM Gaming said it first, man. The other one's just getting stuff from me, man. That's real talk, and it's getting real out here in these streets, dog. We getting some real good information. So I hope that this video has been informative, guys. I mean, this is literally everything from the V-Jump scan. The reason it was delayed, I don't know. It was just delayed, okay? Yeah, that's all. We got them now, straight from the plug, DBS Hype. And shout out to him as well as those other guys, Muhammad and Machiavelli, for sending me these. So till next time, y'all, I got to get ready for work. Peace.